Hey, we are live, I think, for probably the last time on Google Hangouts. So this is photo share. I guess it's show 280, but this is really the pre-show. I sent the link to everybody that normally participates and hoping that we can get on here, and then we will transition to StreamYard as the new streaming service that will connect to YouTube and still show events in YouTube, just like we've been doing for years, I guess. Let me move things around here and see. There's Frank.
Where?
There you are.
Oh, here I am.
Where are you? I don't know. How you doing, Frank?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Let me go in and see. So yeah, so I labeled this the pre-show. So we'll hopefully get a couple more people on, and then we'll I'll walk through kind of a screenshot of what StreamYard looks like, and then we'll I'll start up the stream there. I'll start up the new show there and move over. So should be pretty seamless. Joe did it last night on his Share Beer show, and everybody seemed to like it. Easy transition. So should be good. All right, let's stop that and see what I got. Okay, I don't see anything in the chat yet. So good. So how's your week?
Quiet, uneventful.
Okay.
Sort of.
It's usually a good thing. I don't know.
My car is 20 years old, so it's starting to show its age.
Oh, really? What kind do you have?
I've got a 328.
Okay. All right.
From 2000.
Okay. All right.
It's been a fine car, but I got to tell you, if I had to, if I had to do it all over again, with the options that I had, I would have bought the same car.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly the most reliable thing in the world.
Yeah, well, that's pretty long. How many miles do you have on it?
164,000.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean that's more than you hear about the typical BMW getting. Before you have to start doing a lot of stuff too. So
that's about 8,000 miles a year.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. And you're in a decent. You don't get salt spray, and it's generally dry. So yeah, that helps a lot, I'm sure.
Yes.
But that's I mean pretty much any car, if you do the basic maintenance, you do the oil changes and that type of thing, pretty much any car should make it to over 100,000 miles pretty easily nowadays.
It's got to be a complete lemon for it not to.
You change your fluids, it could be 10 years or 15 years to get to 100,000 miles, but if you change the fluids and kind of keep on top of that, it'll make it to 100,000 miles unless something's just wrong with it from the factory. But once you get past that, just depending on mileage and how hard it's been driven and that type of thing, I mean, things start, things start wearing out. The alternator, all the stuff that they screw onto the engine, basically.
Well, the thing about the BMWs is that the plastics, they use so much plastic to lower the weight of the car. And back in 2000, the rubber and plastic they used was just
okay. So you have issues where it's pretty much just rotting away. I mean, drying out and becoming brittle and cracking and everything. They weren't quite as, especially like heat resistant and UV resistant as they are now. They've got much better formulations, I think, that last longer. Now, did it have a lot in the engine? Did they have a lot of plastic component, like the intake manifold and that type of stuff? Was it?
No, the intake manifold is aluminum, but all the stuff around it, the fan, the shroud, the air intake box,
all that stuff.
That's all plastic. A lot of hoses. The grill is plastic. All the clips and that both sides of the kidney grill have broken off over the years.
Okay. And that's the stuff. I mean, it does definitely lower the weight, but if it's in the engine compartment there, it's in a really hot environment, so it's going to high temperature. So it'll dry out a little faster. And then where you are, I mean, you get a lot of sun. It's dry. I mean, so you know,
I have well, for me at least, the car's been garaged nearly 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I think, a year and a half where it wasn't garaged.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's always been parked in the garage.
Yeah, that helps. That helps for sure. I mean, it keeps it out of the elements. But
yeah,
160,000 on a 19-year-old, almost a 20-year-old car. So
yeah,
it's pretty good.
Actually, it's been 19 years since I've owned it.
Yeah.
I picked it up in April of 2000.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I had a friend who had a 328. I want to say do they have like a 330 or 332 or something?
No, they've got a 330.
Okay. It was a coupe, I think. It was a two-door coupe.
330i.
Yeah. And he got it in 2002, I think. And he was in Chicago, so he had to fight with the winters and all that stuff. But he kept it until 2015. So that was 13 years old, and he wasn't. And for the first few years of it, for the first 4 or 5 years, it was just outside all the time because he lived in an apartment or he didn't have a condo where he didn't have a garage. So yeah, but he ended up with a lot of miles on that. He got, I think it was over 150,000 miles. So, but yeah, they are expensive to repair. That's the issue. The parts are not cheap. Yeah.
No, they're not. But you can buy aftermarket off eBay. I just had a valve changed, not a valve for the engine, but a purge valve. It's had to do with the recycling of the gas fumes.
Like the EGR system or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's called an evap system.
Okay. Yeah.
Your gas cap is part of that. So it's all the gases that escape from the gas or evaporating from the gas that gets collected as opposed to being released in the atmosphere. And there was a purge valve that went out. That was $250 to get that replaced. And it's not like it wasn't right there. I mean, literally it was, I tried to do it. My back just was going out on me. And I said, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And so it was literally the first time I ever had the car in the shop.
Wow. Well, pretty good.
But I made all the other repairs myself.
Mm-hmm.
Upper hoses. I had a radiator that I replaced.
Okay.
I had some bushings that I replaced.
Okay.
Shocks, struts I replaced.
Yeah, that's much more ambitious than I've done. I do oil changes. I do filters, wipers. And I did brakes on Sam's car like 12 years ago, but since then I haven't had to do brakes. That's been brakes last a long time here.
Resistance is futile.
Hey, Dennis.
How you doing, Mark? Sorry,
how are you?
I keep meaning to turn off my emails. Yeah,
turn off your Borg.
Yeah. So, keeps calling me up. Said I got mail.
Okay. So I'm going to wait a few minutes here. I think Joe. Okay. Rui says, "Can take Charlie." Oh, Rui says, "Get an Audi." If you want.
I was this close to getting an Audi TT when they first came out.
Oh man, yeah.
And I passed on it because they wanted something like $2,000 over sticker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you're like, hell no, I'm not paying over sticker.
No, this was in the middle of the .com boom.
Yeah.
So literally on my car, I had to wait 6 months.
Yeah.
To get it, because there was every single one of those that came off the factory were sold before the first bolt went in.
Yeah.
It was because of the .com boom.
Was it a new design or refresh of the 328 when you got it? So yours like
it was a 328 CI. That was in 2000. That was the one and only year that the CI version was ever made.
Okay. All right.
And it's a fun car. I like driving it. I wish it had a little more power than the 200 horsepower that it has.
Yeah. But that was a straight 6, right? Is that
straight 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very reliable engine, really. I mean, the engine itself is pretty reliable. It's all the ancillary stuff that.
Exactly. It's all the plastic crap that's connected to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
okay.
now I had just had an oil gasket go out. There's on top you have the oil filter.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a housing that bolts to the engine block,
Okay.
and there's a gasket in there that's gone out.
Okay.
And so I'll probably end up doing that maybe next week or something like that.
Yeah. 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 Well, those tend to dry out or just wear. I mean, and it's more of a time than miles really at that point. So yeah, you're coming up against with that 18, 19, 20 years. Yeah, things.
Yeah, well, 160,000 miles on it. The guy at the shop wanted $500 to do it, and for $7, I can do it myself.
Yeah, you pretty much just have to drain the oil and get the gasket and remove it and replace it because it's at the top of the engine, right? Yeah.
So it's right there.
Yeah, so you just undo a couple bolts, torque wrench, put the new gasket in, off you go. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll have my dad help me out. Someone's got to hold the flashlight.
It's got 500. Man, that guy must be really slow, or he's charging $600 an hour.
150 an hour.
Wow, and probably he'll probably charge you $15 for the gasket, right? I mean, that can't be too much.
The gasket's like $7 or $8.
Okay, yeah, so he doubles the price of that, so it's $15 for the gasket,
yeah.
$150 an hour. So he's going to set 3.5 hours of labor. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, there are some things that definitely want to take stuff to do, but that kind of thing, yeah. The difference of $500 to pay the dealer or $10 in a couple hours of your time at most. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
The thing that's going to cost me a lot is the AC. The AC is blowing hot air.
Oh, okay.
And that compressor's $900.
Okay. Do you know if it has a leak? Is the compressor bad, or is there a leak somewhere?
I hope to God that there's a bad hose someplace. That's the compressor
that would be the first thing I would check. Because at that age, you just have a hose dry out, type of thing. So
yeah,
and air conditioning is kind of important for you for about 6 months of the year. There.
Yeah, well, it's at least 3.
Yeah,
3 or 4.
Yeah.
The last time it went out, I had to drive out to Stockton from the Bay Area.
That's hot.
And it was 114 degrees.
Yeah.
And I said, "You got to be kidding me!" Of all the days for it to go out.
Yeah. Now, when we lived in Sacramento, which is hot. I mean, that's like Stockton hot. I mean, we had my car was I had a 1978 280Z. And
nice.
The air conditioning worked, but not really. So, and that was a really fun car to drive around. But yeah, air conditioning was the only good thing was that it was relatively dry, so you could stick your head in an oven, but at least it wasn't like a steam bath. So.
Oh yeah, not like New York or
that was a fun car. I mean, I sold it when we moved back to Colorado, and I still wish I had that car. And I see that car like at car shows now, and one in good shape is easily $30,000 now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But my brother-in-law he bought a early '80s Fiero.
Ooh.
Yeah, at least he bought the 6-cylinder.
Okay, bought the 6. Okay,
yeah. He would,
that'd be like an 85 or an 86 maybe. Yeah.
Talk about piece of garbage, but extremely fun to drive.
Yeah, they were.
Oh,
I knew somebody in college that had one, and they were really fun to drive, but they were. You think the BMWs were unreliable, man? That was like at the absolute worst time of the car industry, almost.
Pretty much. We he needed to drive over to pick the car up from the repair shop because he was having the engine replaced.
Oh.
Picked it up, drove about 2 miles, and the clutch went out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he couldn't even get 2 miles away from the garage before that thing was just a piece of garbage. All 4 calipers went out, the radio went out, headlights were failing. Oh, it was just one thing after another with this car. At least with mine, it's small little things like camshaft positioning sensor.
Okay, yeah.
2 bolts. It's right up front. It's like $80.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're suffering the death by 1,000 cuts syndrome.
Yeah.
Instead of
yeah.
like the engine just like throwing a rod and blowing a hole in the block, and then it's like, okay, well now I'm done. You're just getting all the little.
Right.
Was your Land Rover like that, Dennis?
Land Rovers are absolute crap, mate. Yeah. I've had 5 Land Rovers, and they've all come home on the back of a breakdown lorry at some time.
Wow. Do you have one now?
No, I've got a Land Cruiser now.
Okay.
Yeah, no trouble.
More reliable, huh?
Yeah, no trouble with it whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the day it came out the showrooms.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that. We see a lot of Land Rovers, that around here, and they're always, the last few years, they're always at the top of the list for the most unreliable vehicles. So
I'll go along with that. I had a 2-year-old one which snapped the cam belt, bent all the push rods, had to strip the engine down.
Oh man!
Yeah. I had one catch fire at the traffic lights. He just petered out, and the smoke came out the dashboard. So I got out and shut the door. Yeah. And I had the front drive shaft snap off of one when I was driving down the road.
Oh. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Transmission locked up, and it's supposed to be permanent 4-wheel drive. Well, it's 2-wheel drive now.
Yeah. Man.
I had a Camaro turn into a 3-wheel drive once.
Yeah.
Had a tire fall right off the freeway. That was real fun.
Yeah. That's not the kind of thing you want. Now, speaking of old, how old is your pickup truck, Joe? Is it like 17 years old, 18 years old now? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, my pickup's 20.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
How many miles do you have on it?
I have 154.
Okay.
Wow. Don't drive it very much, like me.
Yeah. I put new tires on it, and the guy looked up when I had my other tires. It had been almost 6 years to the date. Almost. I was 2 weeks shy of 6 years to the date, and I had put 40,000 miles on them.
Oh wow.
On those tires. They dry rotted actually before I could that's the reason I had to even change them, because they dry rotted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, especially there. Yeah, they dry. Yeah. With zero humidity.
Well, Mark, I bought my Land Cruiser in 2006, and I still only got 55,000 on it now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. 11 years. Yeah. So you're putting about 4,000 miles. You're like, what's the old story? Oh, it's driven by a little old lady just back and forth.
Don't use it much at all now. But in this country, the government just upped the road tax charge up. Yeah, this month it was £550, £555
for that vehicle.
Yeah, for that vehicle, just to put it on the road. That's without buying any fuel.
So that's what the registration.
How do they? There's got to be vehicles that are a lot less expensive than that as far as the tax, right?
No, there's a lot dearer ones.
Wow. So even if you had like one of those little super tiny smart cars, would it still be fine?
Oh yeah. No, I've got a mini Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's only £30 road tax, and that's a 6-speed auto. But
okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. So yeah, I mean, for that big SUV that you have, they're saying, okay, we're gonna take all his money with that thing.
Yeah, well, we're back in 2006. They said over here, you've got to buy a diesel because petrol cars are so polluting, So we buy the diesel, and the road tax was £120. Yeah, so here we are down the line.
4 times as much.
£555.
Yeah, it's
on Satan's carriage. If you take it into London, it's £25 a day to drive it in London. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, that's harsh. That's a harsh tax. Man.
Yeah, I mean, people use these 4x4s to take their children to school, obviously, because the roads are so bad over here.
Yeah, I don't know what. Dennis is exactly right. The whole Europe in general had a huge push. What, 15 years ago, 20 years ago for diesel.
Buy diesels. That's all they were saying.
And now what feels like overnight they have switched, and they literally don't want any vehicles. They don't, and so they're taxing the hell out of you till you get rid of your vehicle.
Yeah, they're taxing every year. I mean, a few years they put it up £100 a year every year. So.
Yeah.
A new Range Rover will cost you about £1,000 road tax, and I think it's £2,000 showroom tax when you drive it out the showroom. on top of the 80,000 for the car, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at that point, yeah, 2000 just pocket change. After that, I guess. But oh man, I guess the moral of the story is if you live there, you want to drive a really small car.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when I took it for its MOT, which is like a ministry test every year to make sure your car's roadworthy, they said I only drove it 450 miles last year. Yeah. So I goes, don't tell me that, because that means that the road tax alone was £1.50 a mile. Yeah, that's without buying any fuel. You know.
Oh man,
fuel's 90% tax in this country. You know.
Yeah, that's harsh.
At that point, yeah, it's cheaper just to go and get an Uber or something, or
yeah, really, just to get a taxi.
drive. I own a car.
Yeah. Well, now the push is going to be electric cars. You know. Yeah, they only want electric cars in London.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, let's see. We're gonna make this switch. So, Joe, you did this last night. So what I've got is I set up the thing on StreamYard. So now I just need to close that and send a link out, right? Yeah. And I can just do that in the YouTube chat once that event pops up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's going to be the thing, and all you guys will need to do is I'll stop this. I'll stop this one, and I'll start up the new one in StreamYard, and it'll link to the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to see it live on YouTube. And I'll post the link in there, and then all you guys do is click that link. It'll load you up into your StreamYard. You don't have to do an account, sign up for an account or anything like that, or just load up in there, and then you just test your mic and your camera, and you click the link, and there's going to be a little. Let me see if I can show you this.
So are we going to an email that you're going to send, or are we going to go to YouTube?
Go to YouTube for now. So what I'll do is I'll stop this, start the one on StreamYard, and I'll post a link in the YouTube chat. And then you'll be able to click that link to join in
this chat, Mark, for this room, or what?
Yeah, what I'll do is I guess I'll stop this hangout, and then I'll start up the new StreamYard one, and then I'll post the link for that. I guess I could just do it in the YouTube stream once it connects, right? Isn't that what you did last night? Yeah, you did that last night, right?
Well, last night I had it all pre-set up. You know what I'm saying? So people could go in the chat because I had set up my point two show.
Yeah, which is what I did. I scheduled a second.
Okay, you
show.
did that. All right.
So I just need to. It's not letting me start two streams at once because I've got both.
Right.
One going. So I'll cancel that. Start this one up. It'll pop up on YouTube, and it'll be photo share number 280. It'll be the actual numbered one.
Okay.
And then you guys can click the link in there, and then it'll just load up. And you just pretty much you'll have your icon it'll be a grayed out version of your camera down in the lower left hand corner of your screen, and you just click on that. Or actually, I'll add you. I'll add you as the host. I'll add you to the stream, so you'll be good to go at that point. So.
Okay, yeah, I see 280 now. So yeah, all you need to do is just post the link in that chat. So guys, if you go to his channel, Mark's Photography Spot channel, click on 280, and that room is ready.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I just have to. I just need to start it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Enter without my cam. I know that works. And view on YouTube. Yeah. So I click go live, and then I'll just post a link in the chat. Can I get the link before I start?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, invite. There it is. Got it. All right. So, all right. Watch this. Go to the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm in there now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm cooking with gas now. Let's see.
It's once you do it one time. Now, see, I'm on the other end right now, so this is kind of interesting to me because I finally get to see what it's like for everybody else.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the channel, and I'll post that link there, and it's going to be photo share, and
This is literally my first bite to eat today.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you've been busy. Well, you finished up a shoot a couple hours ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Where is it? 879. Okay, so why isn't it showing? That's weird. Okay, so I got two. Oh, there it is. I got it. All right. Then in the chat, I'm going to post the link, the show for photo share number 280. I'll post the link there, and then I'll end this. I'll end this hangout. So, guys, just check and make sure you can see the link. You should see it. Should be
Yeah, I see it now.
StreamYard.com. Blah 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 blah.
It's there now. So,
Okay. All right. So what
if
I'll
you go to his channel, what do you have, like 3 different tiers there on your channel, right? It's the bottom one.
Yeah.
And it says 280. Click on that 280.
Yeah, click on 280, and you guys should see it there.
And so I'm clicking on it now.
Yeah, and then in the future, I guess that'll be the way. That'll be the best way to get in. I mean, I'll just do it that way.
Yeah.
And you guys see it?
I should be in there now.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see Frank. I see Joe, and Dennis will be in there. So yeah, you guys are in the waiting room, and then I'll add you.
Yeah, it says we're backstage. Well, I'm backstage. It says.
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Frank should be backstage too. Yeah. And then so, be ready. You could be live at any time. The green room. We're in the green room. You see? Are you able to find the link, Dennis?
No, I'm scrolling through all the photo share numbers now. But
go to the homepage. Go to the homepage for Mark's photography spot.
Yeah.
Go to the homepage. Go to the main homepage on YouTube for Mark's photography spot, and then you'll see it'll be down a little bit.
Here, I tell you what.
Yeah, live now. That's it.
No, then there'll be another one.
No. Right next to it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, so open that up, click that link, and then I'll see you in the waiting room.
Waiting room, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are there, and so okay, test that. All right, so I'm going to go and end this hangout, and then we'll add you guys to the StreamYard thing and see what happens. So all right, stopping this and switching over. See you on the other side.
On the other side.